Hello, my name's James Titcombe. I work for CQC as an advisor in patient safety, and I'm here today to talk to CQC's 3 chief inspectors. Jan Robinson wants to know, do you actually consider that CQC has adequate powers at the moment to deal with organisations that are consistently failing?
I think that we do. We've got a range of powers at our disposal. So obviously the deregistration of a service, which would effectively put it out of business, is the ultimate sanction. What we need to also do, I think, is use those other powers that we've got, which kind of are ahead of that, to actually encourage people to improve. So that could be, for example, about stopping admissions to a care home for a period of time to enable the provider to actually sort out their staffing if that's what the issue is, or to sort out their policies and procedures, make sure that things are safe, and then we would be able to lift that restriction. So I think that we've got a variety of things at our disposal. The key thing is that we should make sure that we're using them and that we're using them consistently.
So just to wrap up this interview, I think what we can say is that there is fantastic care in all these different areas, and we see it every day. Every day people are getting very good care, but there's been too many examples over recent years of where things have gone below an acceptable standard and there's been consequences. And in the past, the system's not always responded in the right way, including CQC. So my final question to each of you is, what would you say to the people watching this film to really reassure them that this time things are going to be different?
I'd say, look at the 3 of us, look at the things that we've been saying, look at the approach that we're taking, the fact that we're absolutely committed to listening to the views of people who are using services and people who are working those services, and that we are going to act on that. And I think that we've actually got some good practice within the Care Quality Commission to build on. We've got to make sure that that's consistent across the board, and I think I'm personally committed, I know my colleagues are as well, and we've got the backing of our leadership team, of our own board and our chair and chief executive, and so our leadership comes from the top as well.
Okay, I think that's a brilliant answer, actually. I mean, I do think it's a brilliant answer. I don't think I can better that, apart from saying, to add to it, that I've been hugely impressed. The values in the organisation, led by David Bean as chief exec, have been absolutely right. It's all about what we can do to support the patients and the public, to improve services, make sure people have safe, effective services. In my own specific area, it's actually very new, and therefore I'm learning from Mike's excellent work and Andrea's fantastic work in adult social care over many years, what we can take to try and do something really to help people in primary medical care. So I'm really optimistic, and I think CQC is in a good place.
I think what we can say is CQC is a very different organisation now from 18 months ago. Very strong board. We hope that we're going to be a strong group of chief inspectors, but also very different processes, the way we're going about it. The inspections that we're taking out to hospitals already, and which we're going to spread to other organisations as well, really involving experts by experience, in other words, patients and carers, involving clinical experts, or working alongside CQC inspectors. It's a very different model. I think it's a very powerful one.
And I think just one thing to add, we can't do it by ourselves, and so one of the critical things that all 3 of us and our board are absolutely committed to is to working with others across all of the sectors that we're regulating. And again, I think that that's what can give the public some confidence as well.
Okay, well, thank you very much for answering our viewers' questions, and thank you for watching this series of films.
Thank you very much.